Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. And I have treasures today that range from Dollar Tree all the way to Sephora and everything in between. And this is the look that I got. So if you want to see how I got this look and also get some grandma tips, hey, they could also be mommy tips too. Yeah, hang right with me. All right, so I've got a fresh set of brows. I'll insert here the big reveal after having put the Root Touch-Up dye on there. I do it in number 5 is my color that I do my brows. I've had a little breakout, and so right now it's kind of dry there, and I'm going to use some Aveeno Skin Relief Healing Ointment. It has glycerin in it. You know how I love glycerin. So it is the consistency of like Vaseline. So I'm going to put that on there. Kind of soften that skin a little bit. I'm also kind of dry down here. And that Aveeno is only like $5.98 on Amazon. I can't use it under my eyes before makeup though, because it is an ointment, so it kind of breaks down concealer. But I can use this Prequel glycerin gel. It's called Skin Utility Gel, multi-purpose skin protectant. It's 20% glycerin, and since it's a gel consistency, it's like really good for priming under the eyes. Another really good find I discovered this week is this. It's a color corrector with SPF. And on Amazon, I think it's like 6 something for one or $9.98 for two. And so here's what it looks like. You can see it's got multicolors in there, but it's also sunscreen, and it has a really good feel to it. It kind of shears out and becomes kind of like my Biore, just really watery. So I don't know about any color correcting that it does, but it feels great. It has a very light scent and it's pleasant. And there are other color correctors. I'm not sure if they have sunscreen in them though. That's what really caught my attention. That and the price. So it's not really enough to prime my eyelids with. Also, it's, pretty slick. So I found this LA Colors cover up, and it was only $3 on Amazon. This is in the color porcelain. And to look at it, it kind of looks to me like it's going to be a little too orange, but it's not orange at all. So let's see how it works on the eyelids. It's glidey, but not too glidey, not too glossy, but also not too thick and dry. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I have a dud for you. This is by LA Colors, and it is a pH color balm. I thought, oh, cool. But it smells like fish oil peels, kind of like the center of the e.l.f. lippy that has that um, clear gel. It smells like that also, and I just can't stand the smell of fish oil peels. However, I have a better one, uh, and it's also by LA Colors, and I got this at the Dollar Tree, and it's one that has it's pH reactive, but it also has a cherry scent and a little flavor. Very pleasant. So I'm gonna let this be my lip moisturizer for the day. Okay, one of the things that my oldest daughter got me for Mother's Day was a new Natasha Denona quad. This one is in Cool. And yes, these are pricey. But if I were picking out colors for my own collection, I would pick something out like this, something a little bit lighter, but it could be a crease color, another matte that's darker, a sheen that's kind of in between those, and a sparkle. It's got everything that I would want in a palette. So it may not be worth the price to some folks, but this is going to last me a long time. And actually, I could use it every single day. So I'm going to start off with my fluffiest eye brush, number 26, and go in with this color right here. It's kind of a little rosy. It reminds me of a lighter version of Nooner on the Naked 3 palette. And I'm going to take my flat number 45 and go in with the darker matte shade as a liner underneath. I'm filling in that triangle right there. Depending on your eye shape, you may not have a triangle there. I'm also going to go across the upper lash line. I'm going to kind of blend it up to kind of fade into the other color, create a gradient. I like to turn it on its side to blend out. And I'm going to clean up on my sides. You know, it's hard for an artist to know when to stop on a painting, and it's the same with makeup. And now I'm going to go back in with the shimmer at the bottom. I'm going to put that under the lash line. When I use it by itself, it's not quite dark enough for liner for me, but I do like that sheen that it gives. And now for that nice sparkle shade. And it looks like it's going to be a foil. I'm going to put it in the center first. To me, this looks like moonlight on the ocean at night, you know. And then I'm going to just tap it all above, like stars in the sky. Okay, and I'm going to switch hands. Trying to hit the same area of lid. I'm going to take my pinky finger to the little inner corner highlight. I'm going to go in with one of my favorite drugstore concealers, the Revolution IRL Filter Finish in C4. Love everything about this concealer. I love the fat little doe foot. I love the color of the C4. I love the consistency. Love the price. I'll start off and see if that's enough. And I did an order from Catrice recently, and they have a new little concealer brush. Super soft. I'm gonna try it out. Warm the fingers. And I'm not gonna set just yet. I'm gonna use my super favorite Charlotte Tilbury Exagger-Eyes on my lower lashes. Still using the God Venus Wispy Lash Clusters, C-Curl Short, and the Kiss Super Stick up to 5-day wear glue. Okay, I do have some sparse areas in my brows, so I'm going to use my NYX Powder Louder, this one, this in soft brown. They showed up at my salvage store and they were only 79 cents a piece, so I bought every color for my pro kit. Give it a trim. Be very subtle, but kind of fills in the holes. And you don't have to worry about making little strokes that are perfect. Now, I understand some people might want to do that, and I do sometimes. And if whatever you've done seems too much, going over it with a spoolie kind of disperses it just a little bit. Because I don't want Albert Einstein brows, I'm going to use my Maybelline Super Lock in Clear. And I need to get some more of this. It holds really well, but it's not as stiff as the Ardell when it dries down. All right, now I'm going to go back to my $3 concealer, and I'm going to put it everywhere that I have pores. I've been trying that trick lately, and it's been working fairly well. So I'm kind of using it like a spackle primer. I'm very gently going to go over my little spot here. And I knew it would cling to the dryness of it right now. All right, today I want to talk about the new, I think it's new, L'Oreal. This is the Balm Foundation Tinted Balm infused with hyaluronic acid. It is not the same as my beloved Age Perfect, which they are not making anymore, but we're going to compare them. So I got the shade number 1, Très Pale, very pale. It is very glossy. Going to compare that to 2 different things. Let's see, number 20 Fair in the L'Oreal, and you can tell it looks a little darker. I'm also going to compare it to my It Do It All, because to me, these look just alike. Somebody has looked at the ingredients and they are slightly different. And I have this one in medium cool, 315. Love this color. And immediately this feels much more slick than the other 2 did. Very different color choices there. But this, they didn't have another color that I thought would work for my undertone. I'm going to use the little sponge applicator. It reminds me of like a cushion applicator sponge. That covered my spot really well. I'll do half of my face and then we'll compare. I think this looks nice and smooth. Let's see if I can build that up to cover my little spot back there. I believe that's as good as it's going to get. And I'm going to check my 10X mirror. And I'm going to set down my under eyes next with my beloved H2O Lock. And I've got 2 brushes in my set that could work. The 79 is the one I'm going with. It's a little bit more narrow because, let's see, 99 is a little bit more fluffy, so I would use that for like finishing powder. I just like to spin and tap.
You bend and snap.
Okay, also in my Catrice order, I got the new Sculpt and Charm contour stick, and mine is in the shade number 40, Mocha. And I do like a darker contour, or actually slash bronzer. And this one's dark, all right. This has the potential to be disastrous. I watched Alexandra Anel talk about doing her contouring. Of course, she's 15 years younger than I am, I think. And she kind of follows this also. She followed along like right in here, but I've got a wrinkle. So I follow that wrinkle. Okay, nice blend there. I'm going to use my number 60 flat top. Into the hairline. I'll do this half in one look. I'm dragging it down. So, the difference that doing this step can make. So to me, you don't have to do two separate shades, one for contour and one for bronzer. I think you can kill two birds with one stone. All right, also in my Catrice order, I got their Pudding Blurring Blush, and mine is in Maple Mousse. I love my little magnifying glass, because see this little spot right here? It's like the super magnified part. I just have to get more depth at using it. So here we go. I'm going to use a number 47. Hate that number. Okay. Up and over. I do like to get it close to my eyes. I'm going to set that down with some good old Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush and Rosy Rosewood number 6. And my number 93 brush. Any fluffy angled brush will do. And now I picked up at Ross yesterday this Too Faced Bunny bronzer, and mine is in, it's California Glow. Here's what they look like. And it's funny. Okay, I'm going to swatch the lighter side first. Okay, lighter side first. And here's the darker side. But to me, the lighter side looks a little bit cooler and darker than the other side. And then when you swirl them together, here's what you get. So I'm going to do the whole swirly thing with my number 50. I'll just turn it. I like to start on the perimeter and see what I'm going to get before I go closer to the center of my face. Okay, I like that. Next, I have a new finishing powder by CoverGirl. This should remind you of the hourglass. This one is in 510 Snickerdoodle. And swiping it, I don't think you'll really see very much. Can barely see it on my hand. Barely see it. You can see a little bit there. Okay. And I'm going to use that brush that was too big a minute ago, the number 99. And it's not a highlighter. It's to finish. So maybe I won't have to use my Cars Lens. We'll see. check my 10X. Okay, I'm still seeing my pores, and that's generally what I use the Cars Land for. I'm going to add one last thing before I do my Cars Land. I got this Easy Illuminating Powder Highlighter in Rose Gold by Laura Gellar. Here's what it looks like. And I will do my 135 Fenty brush. Ooh. I didn't even dip again. So this highlighter is not for the faint of heart. It's highlighting. The highlight is doing the highlighting. Cars Land. My hit pan section is getting bigger and bigger. They should have called this the Pore Eraser Powder. I'm going to go over the highlight a little bit. See if I can tone it down a tad. Okay, that's better. Okay, I have some lip treats. I first tried out one of the Catrice new gel lip liners and saw how well they stay. They're really long lasting. And now I have 4 of them. I have Line Me Softly. That's what I'm going to try today. I've done Sass and Flirty in a previous episode. Drip the Drama. I don't know if I've done that one. Can't remember. And I have done Toffee Talk. I really liked that one. So we're going to do Line Me Softly. They also have these on Amazon. Okay, that is super duper light. I do see it in the 10X, but I'm going to go back to Toffee Talk. Yeah. Okay. So here's Toffee Talk. Line Me Softly, which is what I just tried, but ended up looking a little light on me. But you can see, that's why I can't go buy swatches sometimes, because I would be like, oh, I love that color, and then can't see it at all on me. You know, it's whatever color your lips are. Drip the Drama. I like that too. I may do that one. And then I've done Sass and Flirty. I think it's the darkest. Yeah. I'm going to go back to this one though. Drip the Drama. Try to work on symmetry there. This lip comes up farther. Stronger muscles. But stronger muscles, let's see. On this side when I talk, but look, I cannot raise that eyebrow. I can do this one. Not that, no matter how hard I try. Can you do both sides? Okay, and I have a new Profusion lippy. This one is called Frosted Kiss Cooling Plumping Lip Gloss. And I don't know what the shade is. And I think it's Icy Nude, but it comes with this cooling tip and you just turn it. And I want to say this is less than $5. So that feels so nice. It reminds me, and I don't have this with me, I tried the new Maybelline one that you click up, and it's a gloss. And it's okay. It's just okay. All right, now how about some setting spray? All right. I got a dud on the pump on this Stila Stay All Day Blurring Setting Spray. So I haven't been able to use it. So I took the cap off of a different one and switched them, and now they both work. It's crazy. It has a nice light scent. I am pretty saturated. Okay, so here's my final look for the day. Everything feels lovely. The cooling stuff on the lips, that feels really nice. I highly recommend that Profusion lippy. At my, let's see, salvage store, I found these tiny little hoops, and you got 3 pair in the pack. One's like plain gold, and then this one has like little rhinestones, and there was another one that had rhinestones. It was a different style, but I got all 3 of those for $3. Got my necklace for $3, and I looked it up. Let's see, I found a gold set on Amazon too, and it sells for $9.99. So I'll let you know if these turn or anything, but I don't think they will. And they're small enough that I can sleep in them. I love that. I'm really plain on the jewelry. I used to do the whole statement necklace thing when I taught, and but now I'm just a simple Mimi. And yesterday I kept my oldest granddaughter, who's 4, and we did bath time, and I, blow dried her hair and everything. But I thought I would share this grandmotherly tip in case you have little ones you take care of. I have this trick for bath time where when we're drying off, I do 2 different Dr. Seuss drying off machines. I do the hair drying machine and just go, crazy with her little towel to the giggle. And then, you can do the body too with the swiping back and forth in the front. And then yesterday I did that putting on your undies machine too. So I held them out and she stepped in and then I went. So in case you need to have some fun with your grands, you can do the Dr. Seuss drying off, putting on your clothes machines. Thanks for watching today. I hope you're doing well. I hope this took your cares away for a little while. Trying to grow my channel, so please like and subscribe, and I hope you see me next time.